Ocean explorer Sophia loses 4 members of her team when they are attacked by an aggressive mutant shark. 3 years pass, Sophia is still reeling from the tragedy, but she has to pull herself together when it turns out that the same shark has shown up in Paris, and the fact that it's doing quite well in the fresh water of the Seine is a bad sign. Young radical eco-activist Mika is sure that the shark got in the river by accident and it is necessary to help the lost to return to the sea without getting caught by the evil river police, but Sophia suspects that everything is not so simple. The situation is complicated by the fact that in the coming days in Paris should be held the Olympic stage of triathlon, and the city authorities do not want to hear about the introduction of emergency measures. In his time, Steven Spielberg began the era of summer blockbusters with a movie about the confrontation between a man and a shark, Jaws. However, its sequels showed that this is not a universal formula for success, but just the opposite. In this genre there is a high probability of falling into lowbrow thrash, and an impressive budget does not guarantee anything. That, in general, proved true in the late 90s, when the rare successful attempts to make an exciting tense movie about the fight between humans and predators like Deep Blue Sea only confirmed the sad rule: such films belong not on the big screens, but on DVDs in the basket with discounted goods and in the night air cable TV channels. Nevertheless, adventure thrillers about sharks continued to be filmed, and among them now and then appeared amusing oddities. Thrash franchise Sharknado became quite a cult. The authors of the Australian Bait 3D interestingly married horror and disaster movie, and the Chinese had fun in Sharktopus, where evil scientists crossed shark with octopus. Under Paris takes a little bit of all the above-mentioned pictures, but, unfortunately, do not jump above the head, even though it was made by far not untalented Xavier Gens. Gens is a French visionary director who started with video clips. In the big movie he debuted with extreme slasher Frontières, followed by Hitman, The Divide, The Crucifixion, Cold Skin, and Farang. All of these films are bright, catchy, memorable but tragically flawed, and Under Paris is no exception. This film is very suitable for the trademark misanthropy of Gens, who in his projects often seems to dislike humanity, and here he chose his main target, a group of eco-activists, in which you can see a metaphor for the relationship between the civilized West and migrants from the Third World. An unintimidated self-confident fool, confident that she is always in control of the situation, Mika defends the toothy predator until her last breath, not realizing that the shark will always see people only as prey. Nevertheless, despite the emotional coloring, the general vigor, a number of very effective scenes and a wonderful dramatic actress Bérénice Bejo in the main role, Under Paris leave a mixed impression. First of all, the movie is let down by the script, which in the second act tugs and stalls, and in the finale, on the contrary, degenerates into an absolutely uncontrollable snowball of idiocy, moreover, so densely strewn with clichés that it seems as if we are watching not a serious thriller, but a mocking parody of the genre. To be honest, the weak computer graphics also gets in the way, although the €20 million, which Netflix, who sponsored the movie, allocated for shooting, should have been enough. Well, in general, there are no surprises here. They wanted and even could do better, but it turned out as always.